Oh my god, are you for real? Yes, I am. Matt Sundin and Chris Pogner are our two 95 overall master item cards.
Oh my god! Wow!
Matt Sundin and Chris Pogner are the first 98 overall cards in the game, and you can get them both. All you have to do is collect 4 86 overall MSPs from first week and 4 86 overalls from second week. Okay, let's go through every single card. I will show you how you can get the 95 overall card twice, and what do I think about the week 2 MSPs. You don't want to miss this. Okay, we will start with the Millennium cards from week 2. So the first one will be Jari Lehtinen from Finland. Not bad, not a good card. Probably at this point in the game you don't use these kind of cards very often. Again, if you're just starting the game, it's probably a good budget option because the guy have a shutdown, also have Make It Snappy and Wheels. As you can see, Lehtinen only have 92 speed, so zone ability gold wheels will probably help him a lot. Shooting is actually better than I was expected, but other than that there is really nothing special about a card, and I think you can find better 90 overall cards out there. The next one is Marek Zidlitsky from Czechia. Again, golden wheels, right-handed defenseman with tape to tape and seeing eye. Synergies, they do add a little bit of speed, but still, if you are looking for a right-handed defenseman, there probably are much better out there. He's also quite small, so I'm assuming he'll be bumped off the puck quite easily. Next one is Scott Gomez. Synergies would probably help him with the faceoffs because he is playing in the center, or you can play him on a wing. I probably would play him on a wing if I would pull him because his faceoff stats, even with synergies being activated, is only 90. For 92 overall card, it's quite low. Also, his speed is pretty bad. He have third eye and he have ankle breaker, same as zone abilities, elite edges. He may be not the worst card, but I probably would never choose him because his faceoff is quite low, also his speed is quite low, and I just think then this is probably not one of the best cards in this event. Okay, next one is Wade Ridden from Canada. Left-handed defenseman, have stick 'em up and have tape to tape. Also have elite edges. Speed is quite low, but he's body checking and he's much bigger guy. So if it was me, I probably would go with Wade over Mark Zidletsky or any other card we just discussed, because maybe his speed is low, but at least he's much bigger, and I think if you are still grinding for the objectives for the hits, this is your guy. Next one is Daniel Briere from Canada. Very small player, but he have third eye, he have ankle breaker, and he have unstoppable force. Unstoppable force will make him feel bigger than he is. 95 speed, shooting stats are very good. Body checking maybe not the best, but if you can avoid players and just create moments, he for sure will score quite a lot of goals. You can play him in the center or the right hand on a wing. I probably would go and play him on a wing instead because his faceoff is only 94, and you can find better guys out there to win the faceoffs because also he's quite small. I would always prefer have a bigger centerman instead of Daniel Briere because, as you can see, he's quite small and tiny, but on the wing he could play much better. The next one is MARTY TURCO, Canada, goaltender. Finally we're getting some goaltenders. I know we had the Lundqvist in the week 1, but for the objectives you really want a goaltender because you just put him as a second goaltender and he just grind the games for you. In general, they don't matter. On the paper, he looks quite solid, and I actually would like to try him out because I'm just obsessed with the goaltenders, and I really think that there is one goaltender out there who will help me win the games. Even considering the nice stink in the game, maybe goaltender will be the one who will make my game much easier. Okay, let's talk about Brian Campbell from Canada, left-handed defenseman from Buffalo Sabres, also our first 95 overall card. Quite solid. Not a bad card at all. Shooting stats, very solid. Body checking, solid. Hands defense is very solid. Maybe only have 92 speed, but I think this card could play a little bit better than we think. Elite edges, send it. Heat Seeker, and Wheels. For his size, Wheels could be possibly very good also because of his speed. On a paper, this card looks very mid, but I have a feeling this card will play much better than as it looks. Okay, the next one is NICKLAS BACKSTROM from Sweden and also Washington Capitals. I was actually expecting him to be an MSP, not an actual Millennium card, but it is what it is. Very solid. For his size, 94 speed, you can use him on a faceoffs as well because of his size. Even considering he's only 94 on the faceoffs, I still think you can win quite a lot with his size. Third eye, ankle breaker, and puck on string. Maybe the superstar and zone abilities are not the best and not the meta, but in the end of the day, if NICKLAS BACKSTROM is your favorite player, you're a Capitals fan, or you just want to build yourself all-time Sweden team, then this guy should probably be in your team. Okay, now let's talk about Saku Koivu from Finland. One of my all-time favorite cards every year. He may only have 92 speed, and I know speed is the meta, but again, look at balance, endurance, agility, acceleration. All of these stats are actually solid. About the shooting, all about 95. Hands, all about 96. Checking, defense. This card is phenomenal. His zone ability is Born Leader. Also, he have Make It Snappy, Shutdown, and Elite Edges. I for sure want to try out this card. Okay, the last one is TKACHUK. If you're still grinding for the hits, this guy is for you. It's tricky. Make It Snappy, Total Eclipse, and Big Rig. The abilities you don't see on the players very often. That's why I think this guy is probably playing better than his attributes. Maybe only have 93 speed, but I think he will skate faster than we think. Shooting, hands, checking, defense, everything looks really good. I believe if you can get this card and it's one of your choice cards as well in the pack by completing the objectives, I would probably go and try him out. As we are done with the Millennium cards, we have one choice pack by completing the objectives. Let's go and open it to see if we can get anyone from week 2. And who are we getting? Bang! MARTY TURCO. I'll go for it. And Marek Zidlitsky. Unfortunately, because I'm obsessed with the goaltenders, we will go with MARTY TURCO. I'll just put him as a backup or maybe as a starter, who knows. And we will go from there. Okay, and now let's go and talk about week 2 Millennium MSPs. First one will be Rick Nash from Canada or Columbus Blue Jackets. His synergies are making his card much faster, 95 speed. All the shooting stats are in late, almost 99. Hands, checking, defense. Everything looks very solid. In the same time, his abilities, Big Rig, Close Quarters, Ankle Breaker, Make It Snappy, and Puck and String as a zone ability. Again, outside of Close Quarters and Big Rig, I probably would not activate any others because Ankle Breaker really does anything. Make It Snappy, I tried to use Make It Snappy on Panarin multiple times and I don't know, you never make anything snappy. Puck on String doesn't really feels then like you can even activate this ability. Maybe I'm wrong. If I am, please let me know down in the comment sections below. What I can say about Rick Nash, his cards always play worse than his attributes, at least for me. If I would not be a Columbus Blue Jackets fan or just Rick Nash fan, I probably would not choose this card from my choice by completing the objectives or make him. The next one is Scott Niedermayer from Anaheim Ducks. 99 speed, 99 almost everything. Very good left-handed defenseman. One of my favorites every year. Elite Edges, Seeing Eye, Tape to Tape, and Shutdown with Zone Ability, Quick Pick. Probably one of the best for my opinion because, again, I will sound as a broken record, Tape to Tape is not mid. It's really good if you know how to use it. Same as Seeing Eye, Elite Edges, and Shutdown. He may be small, but believe me, he's still a very good defenseman, so it will be very hard for me to choose who will I go, Scott Niedermayer or Adam Foote. Okay, the next one is Rob Blake from Canada and LA Kings. Right-handed defenseman, 96 speed. All the shooting, hands, and checking defense stats are about 95. If you're a LA Kings fan, this card is 100% for you. I don't prefer so big defensemen. I just feel that they are playing very slow. I know big defensemen this year is meta, so probably he will be a lot of people's choice. Not me, I don't really like him. Ice Pack, Seeing Eye, Bouncer, and No Contest. For me, these are very mid superstar abilities. Zone ability, Gold Shutdown. Shutdown is not very effective this year, so I would probably not use 8 ability points on a player who I don't think will play as good as it looks on the paper. Again, you have to use the cards you like. If Rob Blake is one of your favorite players and you watch him growing up, 100% go and make him. There is no better time in the year like now to use the cards you like. Okay, the last card for week 2, and in my opinion, the best card is Sidney Crosby or Sid the Kid from Canada or Pittsburgh Penguins. 99 speed, 99 faceoffs. It means you can play him on the center or on the wing. With elite edges and quick draw, it just makes it really difficult not to make him. Tape to tape, no contest, and unstoppable force. Unstoppable force will really help him with his size. It means not only that he will be able to win a faceoffs, go on odd-man rushes, or just score goals, he will also be unstoppable. Okay, we are done with week 2 MSPs. If I will rank them, they will go in the order as Sidney Crosby as number 1 because I really want someone who can score goals for me, or Adam Foote if I'm struggling with the right-hand defenseman side, or Scott Niedermayer if I need help in my left side. And now let's talk about the 2 95 overall MSPs we were waiting all week. First one is Chris Pronger from Canada or Anaheim Ducks. Once you complete a set, and if he's one of your choice, he'll be at the 95 overall. You have to spend 34 collectibles to get him up to the 98. Once you get him up to the 98, he'll have 97 speed, all his shootings will be 99, hands-checking defense. Everything will be in the very late 99s. Probably one of the best, if not the best, left-handed defensemen we currently have in the game. 1T, bouncer, seeing eye, stick him up, and gold truculence. Can you imagine, with his size and his stats already, activating gold truculence? I don't know if it will help a lot, but gold truculence obviously is an OP this year, so cannot wait when I will be able to make him, and he probably will be my first choice. The next one is Matt Sundin, Leafs legend. Again, you are starting with the 95 overall and you need 34 collectibles to get him up to the 98. Another card with a 97 speed, shooting all in the 99s, pretty much similar card we just looked at. But unfortunately, this guy is a right-handed winger and I would probably play him in the center. He's one of the biggest centermen we have in the game. Quick draw, close quarters, total eclipse, no contest, and unstoppable force. This card will be hell of a fun to use. Now when we are done looking at the card, let's go and make 95 overall MSP. To do that, all you have to do is go into the sets, hit Millennium event sets, and scroll up to the hit Millennium Ultimate MSP Sundin or PRONGER set. As you can see, it's also untradeable. The cards you need to collect are 486 overall MSPs from week 1 and 486 overall MSPs from week 2. We already have 4 MSPs from week 1, so now let's go and do 4 from week 2. The easiest way to do it, at least for 2 or 3 cards, would be to trade 5 collectibles and have a choice pack. Once we are done with the cards, I would suggest you guys do 3 of them. I know it's still a risk because you can get the duplicates. 2 is the safest way. I usually go for 3 because I just like to play with my luck. If you get any duplicates, it's on me, and I just basically wasted 5 collectibles. So the first one, we'll go with Sidney CROSBY. In the second one, we will go with Scott NIEDERMAYER. And we have the third pack. I have to pray that I don't get Sidney CROSBY or Scott NIEDERMAYER. And I were lucky, I actually got Rob Blake. So now we have 3 out of 4. We need to make 1 more. The card we are missing is Rick Nash. I will go and do his set with the 7 collectibles because I just think it's the safest way to make sure we don't waste any collectibles. Okay, we locked in 7 collectibles, so let's go and make Rick Nash. Now we have all 4 week 2 86 overall MSPs, so let's go and lock them in. We are trading all these cards for a choice of 1 95 overall MSP. As you can see, you can do this set twice. Once I will do the second time, it will have a tick on the corner saying you cannot do it anymore. Okay, let's go and open Hut Millennium 95 overall Power Master Item Choice Pack. As already said, I will do them both, but at the beginning I will go with Chris Pronger because he will help me a little bit more with completing the objectives. Before ending today's video, I want to just remind you guys, by going into the objectives and opening 9 daily reward packs, you can get 1 out of 8 89 overall MSPs. You will need the collectibles to upgrade from 95 to the 98 overall as well, and that will cost you 34 collectibles, quite a lot, so try to save collectibles wherever you can. Okay guys, this is it for today's video. Like I said in my first video, I absolutely love what EA did, and I believe this is the best event of the year, if not even in the last few years. The format, the grind, the cards, everything is really good. Hopefully we'll see more events like this in NHL 24 because this is a huge win for EA, and I don't say that very often, but when they deserve a credit, we have to give them.
Perfect!
I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one and see you next time on the ice.